Good evening. At this time, I will ask that you please remain standing for the presentation of our flag, and remain standing also for the Star-Spangled Banner, led by Emily Otwine, a graduate student in the Department of Music.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Good evening again and welcome. I am Ann Boyle, Interim Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs. I'm delighted to welcome you to the 2013 Spring Commencement Ceremony for the Graduate School, the School of Business, and the School of Nursing. This is a very special ceremony tonight because for the very first time, a number of SIUE students will be receiving their Doctor of Nursing Practice and Master of Science in Healthcare Informatics degrees. Tonight is the first of 4 separate commencement ceremonies. Tomorrow, the university will confer degrees on the graduates of the College of Arts and Sciences, the School of Education, the School of Engineering, the Graduate School, and the School of Pharmacy. I'm very pleased to introduce you to some of the members of the platform party who are with us this evening to extend their congratulations to our graduates. Other members of the platform party will be introduced during the ceremony as they come to the podium. Each person will rise as their name is called, and audience, please hold your applause until all are standing. Dr. Rhonda Comrie, President of the SIUE Faculty Senate. Mr. Keith Beckerer, President of the SIUE Staff Senate. Dr. Narbeth Emanuel, Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs. Mr. Patrick Hunley, Vice Chancellor for University Relations. Dr. Regina McBride, Dean of Library and Information Services. Mr. Ken Nair, Vice Chancellor for Administration. Mr. Eric Zimmerman, SIUE Student Government President. Please join me now in acknowledging them with your applause. In the front rows before me are seated members of the faculty and staff. It is through the dedicated work of these individuals in designing and executing the curricula of the university that you've been able to achieve your educational goals, culminating in your graduation today. Would the faculty and staff please stand? Thank you, and please be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Julie First-Bovey, who joined the university in July of 2012 and was, just 2 weeks ago, formally installed as the 8th Chancellor of Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. Dr. Bovey came to SIUE from the University of Wisconsin-Stout, where she served as Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic and Student Affairs for 7 years. She is recognized nationally and internationally for her expertise in quality higher education, and she has authored several articles and a book on this topic. Dr. First-Bovey is a member of St. Louis Civic Progress, the Executive Committee of the Leadership Council Southwestern Illinois, Innovate St. Louis, and the boards of directors of the Southern Illinois Collegiate Common Market, Hospital Sisters Health System, SIUE's University Park, and the Girl Scouts of Southern Illinois. She has worked tirelessly on behalf of SIUE since she arrived and is committed to guiding the university as we plan for our global future. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Chancellor Julie First-Bovey.
Good evening, and welcome to SIUE's Spring 2013 Commencement. I'm pleased to join our faculty, staff, and guests in officially congratulating our graduates on the achievements that have brought them to today. Graduates, tonight we celebrate in your honor. You've come from a variety of backgrounds with a broad base of experience, and yet you all have in common the fact that you've changed this university forever. At the end of tonight's ceremony, you will share alumni status with more than 90,000 of your fellow Cougars and will be ready to launch into the next phase of your lives. Even though we're all proud of your accomplishments, we also recognize that you have not reached this point without encouragement from others. For the past several years, you've received support from many people, and today, I'm sure they're the proudest of all. These include your family members, your parents, grandparents, spouses, siblings, and children. Will family members of our graduates please stand and be recognized? You've also been helped by others, friends, mentors, neighbors, and advisors, and I would ask these individuals also to stand and be recognized. And finally, to help introduce you to some of our alumni, I would like to recognize those who have previously graduated from SIUE. Would all of our Cougar alums please rise? Graduates, as I'm sure you know, you're about to begin an extremely important period in your lives. Earlier this year, I spoke to a group of young professionals in the area, some of whom were recent graduates as well. They asked me to identify the steps that I felt were important to those who were just beginning their careers. I'd like to share those points with you. First, it's important to establish your priorities and set your goals. Each one of you has an idea of where you'd ultimately like to land, and how to get there, you have to visualize each step and plan your route. As Vince Lombardi, former head coach of my beloved Green Bay Packers, once said, "The man at the top of the mountain didn't fall there." With forethought and careful planning, the chances of success on your chosen path are greatly increased. And what is success? Sheryl Sandberg, COO of Facebook, and author of the new book, Lean In, Women Work and the Will to Lead, says success is making the best choices we can. Second, once you enter the professional arena, and some of you may already have a jump start on that, it's important to get involved in your community. And by community, I mean not only the one in which you live, but your professional community as well. Select projects, organizations, and causes that you can be passionate about, not only to enhance your networking opportunities, but to give back a portion of what you've received from others. The key here is to be selective so you can concentrate your efforts and optimize your impact. And third, it's important to have and later be a mentor. I believe this is essential. As a mentee, you will benefit from the wisdom and experience of someone who has been where you want to go, and likely someone who has successfully weathered the challenges along the way. Later, as a mentor, you have the opportunity to again give back while continuing to grow in your field, interacting with newcomers whose perspectives have been influenced by the latest in educational programming. What goes without saying is that your values will make all of the difference in the direction of your lives. And you can't help but know by now, SIUE operates under 5 values: citizenship, integrity, wisdom, inclusion, and excellence. These values offer a foundation for success, even in the middle of these challenging economic times. Those who maintain their values and their focus, who develop a long-range plan, and who fully engage in the opportunities presented will experience the most success. As part of your long-range view, and to help those coming up behind you, remember to support public education, particularly SIUE, in the years to come. For our part, SIUE commits to ensuring the value of your degree going forward. As Cougar alums, you have access to campus programs and services that are designed to help you as you enter that next phase of your lives. Our Career Development Center has a variety of resources to assist you in developing your long-range career plans. Our Alumni Association offers exciting business, cultural, sporting events, as well as graduate and continuing education. Our alumni are important to our SIUE legacy, and we're proud to welcome you to this elite group, and we hope that you stay connected to the university and to each other. In closing, graduates, congratulations on a job well done. Best wishes on your career path, wherever it may lead, and please come back to see us soon and often. Thank you. Next, I would like to present the Distinguished Service Award. SIUE's Distinguished Service Award annually honors an individual's outstanding service to our community. This year, we have the unique opportunity to present the award to 2 individuals, Mary and Jerry Kane. Mrs. Kane, will you please join me at the podium? Mary Kane serves as a Senior Vice President of Public Finance for Stiefel Nicholas & Company, Incorporated. Her many contributions to our region include serving as the Executive Director for the Southwest Illinois Development Authority, membership on the SIU Foundation Board of Directors since 1995, membership in the Leadership Council, Southwest Illinois Board of Directors, and the Illinois Public Affairs Committee of the St. Louis Regional Chamber and Growth Association. Mary has been selected as a St. Louis Area Woman of Achievement, and she's also been a recipient of the Edwardsville-Glen Carbon Chamber of Commerce Albert Cassens Award for Outstanding Community Achievement. Her husband, Jerry, serves as the Executive Director of the Agency for Community Transit, which he founded with the assistance of the senior SIUE faculty. He also serves as Managing Director of Madison County Mass Transit District, also known as the MCT. In March 2013, Mr. Kane and the MCT Board were named by the Focus St. Louis as one of the 20 outstanding organizations and initiatives as part of the 16th annual What's Right with This Region Awards. The award recognizes area innovative leaders and services to the community and showcases outstanding efforts which make St. Louis a better region in which to live, work, and enjoy life. Mr. Kane is a member of the Leadership Council of Southwestern Illinois Board of Directors, who in 2007 honored his efforts to expand MCT and enhance the lives of the citizens throughout Madison County. SIUE is honored to present the 2013 Southern Illinois University Edwardsville Distinguished Service Award to Mary and Jerry Kane.
Thank you, Chancellor, for that kind introduction, and good evening, everyone. I want to welcome you to sunny Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. I bring really good news. This is a great day. Our drought has finally ended. And those in front of me are graduating. Everyone sitting in front of me, and those parents in the side seats and the family, are to be congratulated today for the persistence that has resulted in accomplishment, one of the first in what we all hope will be a very long and successful career for each of you. Unfortunately, my husband Jerry could not join me on the podium today. We had a family situation in Chicago, and unlike Harry Potter, he has not been able to figure out how to be in two places simultaneously. As distinguished award recipients, we were asked to do two things. First, provide you with a few memorable, inspirational thoughts to guide you in your future endeavors. Second, share with you that special nature of our relationship with SIUE, and to do that within the next 7 minutes. So let's get going. I'm going to begin with a history class because for all of you, this is sad, all of you sitting in the chairs in front of me today, these events happened way before you were born. With regard to SIUE, you all realize now it is a very special place. Jerry and I first became involved with the university in the 1980s. The most lasting impression we had then, and still retain today, is the amazing quality of its leadership and educators. SIUE has truly benefited from people of vision who were politically wise in a good sense, and some would even say single-mindedly focused on the future success of the university. To them, SIUE was more than just a very long, cold walk from the parking lots to the classroom buildings. Several people in particular, among them Dr. Earl Lazarson, president of SIUE from 1979 to 93, and recently retired Chancellor Von Vandegrift, represent the bookends of our involvement. When Dr. Lazarson was made president in 1979, he helped develop a vision and a plan for this campus that guaranteed that it would become an outstanding regional and nationally recognized educational community where students would thrive in a residential environment on a beautiful campus with its walking and bike trails, green spaces, and multiple classroom buildings. As important, however, he understood the potential economic and reputational value of this university, your university, to the state of Illinois and within our St. Louis metropolitan area. One of our best recollections was the competition between SIUE and Washington University to host the track and field events for the 1994 Olympic Festival. It had been scheduled to be held in St. Louis in memory of the 1904 World's Fair. SIUE was selected to hold the event, and Cordy Stadium, which many of you know, exists today as a result of that university, foundation, and Metro East community effort. The Agency for Community Transit, as the Chancellor mentioned, established by my husband and together with the Madison County Transit District, was the first to initiate bus service to the campus. That initial agreement struck between Jerry and Dr. Lazarson was a business venture, but it has been beneficial for the transit district and also for the many students at this university who've ridden the bus from Cougar Village and the residence halls to the shopping malls and restaurants of Edwardsville, Glen Carbon, and St. Louis. In fact, one day not long ago, I rode the bus over to St. Louis with 4 Chinese students who were traveling to go over and shop in the city. And it was so much fun to talk with them about their experiences at the university and how much they enjoyed being here on the campus. The second of those men, Dr. Vandegrift, realized the foundation that had been provided by those before him and instead of just resting on their accomplishments, devoted 10 years of his life to take SIUE to a new level, nationally recognized in multiple disciplines, including athletics. And although I know you will not immediately realize her contributions, we all know that Chancellor First Bovee will continue to provide that same quality of leadership. As the class of 2013, you have truly benefited from the contributions of the many who have committed both time and money to the vision of this great institution. Many of these people were educators who started their careers at SIUE, but remain today active not only with the university, but in the foundation and the communities in which they live. Two of those are very special to Jerry and me, Marcia Maurer and her husband, the late William Maurer. Marcia was the former dean of the nursing school, and Bill was director of fundraising for the School of Pharmacy. In his other life, Bill was a deacon in the Catholic Church, and he performed the marriage of our oldest daughter in the old cathedral in downtown St. Louis, the same place Jerry and I were married 42 years ago. We would have never met Bill and Marcia had we not been involved with SIUE. You should know that not many public universities have a foundation, but SIUE is one that does. Without the foundation, much of the momentum and money to develop the buildings, projects, and scholarships which you as members of the class of 2013 benefited from would never have been realized. An interesting thing about the foundation, we initially got involved as an opportunity to contribute to something we felt was very worthwhile. But like many situations where you think you are the giver, the foundation gave back much more to us, including lifelong friends. It would be great if on this, your graduation day, each of you sitting in front of me would pledge that wherever you go and whatever you do, you will give back both to the SIUE Foundation and also to some other activity that benefits you and others as well. As for inspirational and guiding thoughts, I'd like to quote Ira Glass, the host of This American Life, who is heard on National Public Radio. I concur with Mr. Glass, who made the following comments at a commencement recently. He said, "I'm opposed on principle to the idea of any commencement speech. I believe that it is a doomed form. Commencement speakers give stock advice, which is then promptly ignored. The central mission of the commencement speech is ridiculous, to inspire at a moment which needs no inspiration. Turn around and look at each other at this very moment. Something very special is happening to you right now. You have been in school your entire lives, but you have completed something through your persistence, and now you are off to face the world. What can my words add to that? Except delay the moment you get your diploma." Mr. Glass was right. This is your moment. So right now, do me a favor. Take a second. Turn to one another. Shake your neighbor's hands. Say congratulations. Come on. And enjoy just how special you are today. Parents and family members, do the same. This is a great day for everyone in this room. This past fall, Jerry and I traveled to Ireland. I would really like to impress you and say it had been for scholarly pursuits, but it was actually to see the Notre Dame Navy football game. It was an extraordinary trip, and Ireland is a remarkable country. While we were there, we learned an Irish drinking song. Surprise, surprise. The name of the song is The Parting Glass. The final refrain goes like this: "So fill to me the parting glass, and drink to health whate'er befalls. Then gently rise and softly call. Good night and joy be to you all. Good night and joy be to you all. Thank you. Good luck. Go out and make SIUE proud.
Thank you, Mrs. Kane, for your remarks, and thank you and your husband for your continued service to our university and to our community. Today, SIUE is recognizing one of its many outstanding faculty members. Each year, the university chooses one of its professors to receive the Teaching Excellence Award. This award is considered the highest honor that can be bestowed upon an SIUE faculty member. This year's Teaching Excellence Award winner is Dr. Kay Gailey, Associate Professor of Primary Care and Health Systems Nursing in the School of Nursing. In selecting her for this award, the award committee noted Dr. Gailey's positive interactions with each and every student she encourages, monitors, and mentors. She uses an artful integration of different teaching methods, demonstrating successful synthesis of teaching and scholarship, and she always knows every single student's name. Her scholarly work, intense student mentoring, and participation in curriculum development are prime examples of Dr. Gailey's dedication to the art and science of education. Dr. Gailey earned her bachelor's in nursing from Elmhurst College in 1979. She earned her master's in nursing in 1985 and her doctorate in nursing in 2004, both from St. Louis University. She has been part of the SIUE faculty since 1999. Dr. Gailey, it is my pleasure to present you this Teaching Excellence Award in recognition of your outstanding work as an educator. Please come forward. For each commencement ceremony, one graduate is chosen to speak on behalf of the graduating class. To be selected for this honor, students must not only demonstrate academic success, but they must also exemplify the values of our institution. The graduate chosen for this ceremony is Mr. Kevin Carricker, who is receiving his Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Mr. Carricker has been highly active and involved during his time at SIUE. He is the president and founder of the SIUE Alliance for Students Against Poverty. He is also the president of the professional business fraternity Delta Sigma Pi. He has served as a student leader for an alternative spring break trip to the Cherokee Nation and has coordinated more than 50 projects related to professionalism, fundraising, and community service. Currently, Mr. Carricker is working as a Global Operations Project Coordinator intern for the Savas Company in Town and Country, Missouri, and is the owner of Kayfabe Book Buyers in Edwardsville. When he is finished with his internship, Mr. Carricker will be opening a new business, Mr. Nice Guy Bubble Tea. And he just got married this afternoon. Mr. Carricker, it is my pleasure to welcome you as the student speaker representing your graduating class.
One second. Thank you for that wonderful introduction. I'm truly honored to be standing here today and to be talking to you, my peers. So, I have a lot of stories, some fascinating, some humorous, and some really, really weird ones. Nikki, where are you at? You know what I'm talking about. Wherever she's at, she knows. With your permission, I would like to share a story with you. Is that all right? All right, good. Though before I begin, I want to say that with this particular story, it's nothing special. There's no amazing climatic outcome. It's not a roller coaster ride that will have you on the edge of your seats. However, it does serve a very fundamental and important purpose, and it's given me an entirely different outlook on life. Growing up as a kid, I primarily had two big dreams. The first was to be a professional wrestler. And no, I don't mean amateur Olympic wrestling, and yes, I do mean jumping off of ladders and wearing tight spandex WWE wrestling. I really and truly wanted to be a professional wrestler. The second dream was to make low-budget, independent action films starring Jean-Claude Van Damme out of Bulgaria. And for those who don't know, Jean-Claude Van Damme, the muscles from Brussels, wham bam, thank you ma'am, was one of the biggest action stars from 1988 to 1999. So most of my life was spent on the internet, talking on the Van Damme forums, searching news sites, trying to find information and learn about Van Damme and the industry. Every day was devoted to Jean-Claude Van Damme. And I talked to many producers, directors, actors, etc., those who were involved in the industry. One night, it's around 2 in the morning, and I'm on the Van Damme message boards, conversing with the other Van Damme fanatics from around the world, and the director of the newest Van Damme film mentioned a private screening in LA for his new movie. Further, I could attend this screening that the director and other producers and executives would be present at. Now, I'm living in O'Fallon, Missouri, off of Highway K at the time. So to California, that's a 26-hour drive, and I needed to be there around noon Pacific time. That would give me, with the time difference, driving straight, just a few hours of rest. My father was home, and my father was sleeping, so I woke him up. And I said, "Give me all the money you have in your wallet, and I'll pay you back." He was very confused, and I guess he had every right to be. I told him I needed to leave for California immediately, and I don't think I have enough money to get there. We exchanged a few dialogues, but he could tell I was dead set. He gave me what he had, and I packed a quick bag, and I jumped in my car, and I headed to California from O'Fallon, Missouri, at about now 4 in the morning, and I had about 34 hours to get there. So, I'm driving, and I'm tired. All the adrenaline is wearing off, and I'm definitely feeling it. I'm falling asleep behind the wheel, and I'm swerving all over the place. At this point, I'm around Amarillo, Texas, and I'm at the point where I'm in such a bad condition that I'm a danger to myself and to the others on the road. There's a really beautiful rest stop around Amarillo, and I stopped there to try and get a few hours of sleep. Now, I guess it's appropriate to say that at this point, I had a lot of bad things going for me. I'm tired, I'm time constrained, and I don't have near enough money to make it to California back, let alone California. Very bad forecasting on my behalf. I wasn't going to make it. When I awoke, I turned back and I headed home. Upon returning home, there was my father. He looked at me, and I'll never forget what he said, because it's all he said and nothing more. He looked me directly in the eye, and he said, "I told you, you wouldn't make it." And he was absolutely right. He did tell me that, and I didn't make it. But I didn't fail. No, I was successful in validating myself. I validated my vision. I had a vision, but it subsisted somewhere in my mind. I never acted upon it. So when I left that early morning and I went for my drive and I acted upon my vision, I knew at that moment without any doubts where I wanted to be. This is what I want, and someday I'm going to get it. And every day since then has been building towards that dream. Everything I've accomplished at SIUE, it all started during that drive. That drive that seemingly, and in some people's mind, accomplished nothing. So how does one realize their dreams? What are the correct steps? We all have a vision, and one way or another, everyone sitting before me has an idea of where they're going to go and where they want to be. It's your vision, and it's exclusive only to you. Will you ever have the opportunity to realize that vision? Will you ever act upon it? Validate it. How does someone achieve their dreams? Those are not easy questions to answer, and there's no definite answer. What we do know is that you're all in a very privileged situation. As of right now, you're all graduates of Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. You've all been challenged, tested, pushed, pressured, and even intimidated. Yet, here you are, alive and well, big smiles, ready to drink. SIUE has given you 4 years of life's test, and you've all passed. However, for this particular test, you won't be receiving a grade. It won't be on Blackboard, so don't bother to check. This test came with only one prize, a degree. A simple certificate with your name, major, and nothing more. It's weird when you think of it that way, but your degree is only as valuable as the institution that provided it. Fortunately, for everyone in this room, this institution demands high merit. Low tuition, high standards, James Dixon. But where does this value derive from? Is it perceived from the accreditations? Is it judged by the wisdom of its employed professors? No. It is derived from you, the graduating seniors today, the graduating seniors last semester and the semesters before, and all the graduating seniors in the near and distant future. The supposed value that this institution has gained has been in proportion to the effort, time, and energy of its graduates. SIUE has challenged you, giving you the tools to succeed. But not everyone will. You will not all succeed. That is a fact. Even though you have everything you need to succeed. You will not all succeed in containing contentment. How satisfied are you with how your lives turned out? That bar of contentment, for some of you, will never be met. Because some of you will lose your vision. It's that vision which will guide you and will motivate you to resemble the individual your mind has formed, but you'll lose it. A friend once told me everyone in your life will underestimate you. And to some degree, I believe that's true. Even those who support you and will be there for you won't truly understand your vision. Only you will truly understand the complexity of your vision. Only you will grasp its depth. And for some, others won't support you. Others will discourage you. But whether they're right or they're wrong, it doesn't matter. Don't let them answer life's questions for you. Don't let them answer whether your dreams are practical, whether they're achievable. Don't let them answer what is a safe thing to do, what is the smartest choice. Don't let them determine who you're going to be. Don't let them kill your vision. KNOW this. The greatest success in life is achieved by overcoming your obstacles, facing your fears, and dealing with the difficulties and challenges that are presented to you. Each small achievement in personal development should be seen as a step towards success. Don't lose your vision. Don't let others obstruct your view. And most importantly, live by the attributes that have always led to success and have always been admired. Intelligence, hard work, discipline, courage, loyalty, generosity, love. Take a chance, listen to your heart, and if you fall, you won't fall far. SIUE has provided you with a safety net. You have the tools and the mindset to get back up. Learn from your past and keep moving towards that vision. The value of your degree is purely reflective of others realizing their vision. It's now your turn to uphold the value of SIUE and pave an easier path for the graduates that will follow. Thank you.
I do believe that may be the first time Jean-Claude Van Damme has been mentioned at a university commencement. Thank you, Mr. Carricker, for your fascinating and humorous story and for encouraging your class to go out and achieve their visions. Next, the candidates for graduation will be presented by their deans to Chancellor First Bovee for conferral of their degrees. Dr. Susan Morgan, Associate Dean for Research, will begin by presenting candidates for the conferral of doctoral and graduate degrees.
Will the candidates receiving Doctor of Nursing Practice degrees please rise? Chancellor First Bovee, these candidates, subject to completion of all requirements established by the university and the graduate school, are recommended to you for the formal conferring of their respective degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and the dean of the graduate school, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Southern Illinois University Board of Trustees, I confer on each of you the doctoral degree earned with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining. Congratulations.
Graduates, please be seated. Will the candidates receiving master's degrees please rise? Chancellor First Bovee, these candidates, subject to completion of all requirements established by the university and the graduate school, are recommended to you for the formal conferring of their respective degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and the dean of the graduate school, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Southern Illinois University Board of Trustees, I confer on each of you the graduate degree earned with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining. Congratulations.
Graduates, please be seated.
Interim Dean Ann Perry will now present candidates for conferral of baccalaureate degrees from the School of Nursing.
Will the candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the School of Nursing please rise? Chancellor First Bovee, these candidates, subject to the completion of all requirements established by the university and the School of Nursing, are recommended to you for the formal conferring of their degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and the dean of the School of Nursing, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Southern Illinois University Board of Trustees, I confer on each of you the baccalaureate degree earned with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining. Congratulations.
Graduates, please be seated.
Dean Gary Giamartino will now present candidates for conferral of baccalaureate degrees from the School of Business.
Will the candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the School of Business please rise? Chancellor First Bovee, these candidates, subject to the completion of all requirements established by the university and the faculty of the School of Business, are recommended to you for the formal conferring of their degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and the dean of the School of Business, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Southern Illinois University Board of Trustees, I confer on each of you the baccalaureate degree earned with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining. Congratulations.
Graduates, please be seated.
Will all of the graduates please rise? In recognition of the degree bestowed upon you, you may now move your tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations. You may be seated.
Please note that recipients of baccalaureate degrees who have graduated cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude are noted in the program by 1, 2, and 3 asterisks respectively. They are also wearing cords on their academic regalia indicating their honors. In addition, candidates who are honor scholars are indicated in the program with a capital H. Graduates who will be commissioned as second lieutenants in the U.S. Army and U.S. Air Force are listed in your program as well. The university community extends to each of you our heartiest congratulations on your achievements. We have now come to that part of the program when candidates for degrees will proceed to the platform in program order. The names of the graduates will be read by Dr. Michael Costigan, Chair and Professor of Accounting in the School of Business. I would ask that the audience please remain seated during this part of the ceremony. Thank you.
Graduate School, Master of Business Administration, Mitchell Lee Flatt. Randall Scott Fraser. Trevor Lee Garner. Alex J. Hepke. Elizabeth Marie Nelson. Thomas Patrick O'Hara. Alexander Creed Ray. Adam Russell Saltzgaver. Chase Timothy Schroeder. Emily Ann Schwingle. Joseph Edward Smith. Richard Allen DeBrobander. Matthew Ryan Gorman. Terry Hazel. Ian Michael Johnson. Michael Chalufa Koma. Dora Opoku Achiampong. Keith Wood. Master of Science in Accountancy, Blake Adam Byers. Barbara Katarzyna Duncan. Luke Raymond Highfill. Kelly N. Howdershell. Christopher James Roberts. Amy Elizabeth Wendler. Master of Science, Dawn M. Freeman. Amanda Sue Greathouse. Cynthia Ellen Grosh. Doctor of Nursing Practice, Jody Daniel Costello Van Meter. Terry D. Forfaro. Annette Hood. Christy Rossell. School of Nursing, Bachelor of Science, Bulaji A. Adebayo. Regina Colette Agnew. Nathaniel P. Peck. Tyler Thomas Blomer. Jessica Lynn Boges. Tia Nicole Borders Baptist. Rachel Ann Bradley. Heather G. Bryant Clark. Brittany Ann Bisking. Abigail Jane Buzicruz, cum laude. Michael Nicholas Calabrese, Jr. Catherine Margaret Calandrello, summa cum laude. Gerthy Sipus Pierre. Joel Michael Clays. Jessica A. Connard. Oliver David Cornwell. Renati Jetalyn Prado Dupuno. Camille Grace Escobar, cum laude. Jackie M. Feldhake, magna cum laude. Kayla S. File. Callie Danielle Gramlich. Chelsea Marie Green. Grant James Hamilton. Caitlin J. Hansen. Rachel Lynn Hergenrother. Matthew Ryan Hettinger, magna cum laude. Courtney Ann Howman. Courtney M. Huey. Jennifer Elaine Humphrey, summa cum laude. Samantha Christine Ingram. Kelly Lynn Johnson. Lexis Michelle Johnson. Stephen Johnson II. Demi Dawn Jolliffe. Timothy Donald Paul Carnuth. Christy Ann Kay, cum laude. Danielle Lynn Ketchum. Beth Ann Krecky, summa cum laude. J.R. Lee. Kyla Irietta Joan Lynn. Jessica Marie Malinowski. Brandon Michael Maskell. Errol Cecil McKellar. Andrew William Messmore, cum laude. Jordan Michelle Moak. Rachel L. Morrison. Kelsey A. Meath. Grace Ann Munson. Mariska K. Neese. Stephanie Faye Neer. Alicia Danielle Niles. Katie Elizabeth O'Rourke. Lindsay Marie Euler. Samantha Jo Peebles. Robin Marie Roan. Jacqueline Nicole Robinson. Anthony Joseph Rush. Kayla Ann Sasso. Brittany Nicole Shue, cum laude. Maggie Ann Schrage, cum laude. Alicia M. Semler, magna cum laude. Jessica Faye Simmert. Megan Nicole Skinner. Shelley Ann Snow. Natalie Souders. Rachel Ann Spiegel. Ashley Lynn Taylor. Amanda Nicole Thomason. Kelsey Dawn Tuvino. Lindy Ray Thursby. Monica Marie Toldness. Nicholas V. Weber. Kristen Elizabeth Wyckoff, magna cum laude. Amber Rochelle Wilcox, summa cum laude. Leah Jane Wildford, cum laude. Samantha Jo Sokolsky. School of Business, Bachelor of Science, Travis Craig Abolt. Lila Albori, cum laude. Kayla Lucille Albers. Laura Elizabeth Allen. Jared Timothy Amon Stewart. Dino Anabagu. Christopher Patrick Arnold. Samantha M. Arview. Christopher Cody Bagwell. James Marshall Balmat, summa cum laude. Blake Richard Bierker. Ryan James Blom. Haley Jean Brown, cum laude. Stephen Allen Brown. Paul C. Chapman. Sean Lee Clare. Nicholas Joseph Clark. Ryan F. Clymer, cum laude. Katya Diana Coleman. Adam M. Cross. Megan Whitney Daniels. Mackenzie Lee Davis, magna cum laude. Tessa Dale Davison. Corinne L. Depew. Kyle Theodore Detmer. Whitney Ann Deach. Megan Lee Dintelman. John Doe. Michael Joseph Donahoe, magna cum laude. Evan Garrett Downey. Matthew R. Drawl. Laura Ashley Dunaway, cum laude. Matthew Zachariah Evans. Alexander Gabriel Fairs. Megan Lynn Finley, cum laude. Michael Thomas Fleshman. Kevin Robert Francoeur. Ellen E. Frank. Megan Christina Gadd. A. Matthew Gomez. Abby Lee Golson. Caitlin Elise Gregoff. Megan Elizabeth Gregson. Benjamin M. Groman. Ryan Andrew Haas. Lindsay E. Hahn. Troy Joseph Hale. Jacob Lee Halter. Amy Kristen Hamill, summa cum laude. Megan Renee Harbers. Timothy Michael Harden. Grant Joseph Harmon. Trent Douglas Hathaway. Travis L. Hoig. Matthew David Heaton. Logan G. Hertenstein. Cole David Hickey. Amy Elizabeth Hill, cum laude. Deanna Antoinette Hooper. Krista D. Howard. Andrew Timothy Jardin, summa cum laude. Bo Scott Johnson. Samantha J. Campworth. David A. Kosich. Gabriel E. Kesterson. Scott Douglas Kincaid. Nancy Lynn Kobus. Jacqueline Marie Kohler. Colin Dennis Kuhn. Angela Marie Lammers. Jonathan Tyler Lee. Christopher Allen Leifer. Janie Marie Lotus. Tyler Stewart Maxwell. Lauren Carice Mays. Blake Matthew Mazanik. J.C. Kakahi McCormick. Mariah Joe McDaniel. Erin Michelle McDonough. Richard James McDowell. Ashley Jean McLean, summa cum laude. Aaron Christopher Mersinger. Christopher J. Miles. Michael Ian Milton. Jacob Nicholas Montgomery. Andrea Denise Moore. Daniel Ali Maradi. Leah Marie Morris. Brian Thomas Muni. Drew Michael Murphy. Nathaniel David Nelson. Brian Chad Perschbacher. Jason Scott Purcell. Michelle Josephine Pusateri. Nicholas Lawrence Ramirez. Andrea D. Ratterman. Adam M. Richter. Christina M. Sanchez. Jordan Renee Scheller. Zeke Richard Schneider. Travis Allen Schwartz. Cody James Sevier. William Tyler Shaw. Barbara Ann Shelton, summa cum laude. Jessica Sheridan Smith, cum laude. Ashley Nicole Snyder. Darren Spain. Jacob Patrick Stendbeck, magna cum laude. Matthew Richard Vallejo. Thomas Wellesley Vanderpool. Jamie G. Vogler. Brian Michael Watts, cum laude. Katie Marie Weiler. Ronnie D. Westmoreland, Jr. Melissa Eileen Whitlock. Daniel Andrew Wickenhauser. Brennan Paul Wild, cum laude. Dominic T. Rod Williams. Matt Winkler, cum laude. Jaron Delmont Wright. Danielle M. Zizet, magna cum laude. Bachelor of Science in Accountancy, Aaron Everett Anderson. Amanda Nicole Berghager. Kristen D. Blackerby. Scott D. Beekler. Jessica Page Case. Cole D. Kaywood. Brandon P. Craycroft. Valerie Marie Kreth. Nicole Patrice Doubleday. Lauren N. Fairchild, summa cum laude. Ross Q. Glick, cum laude. Brett William Heberer. Jennifer Sue Henkhaus. Matthew Q. Hiltebeitel. Courtney Renee Howard. Sarah Rebecca Hutchison, summa cum laude. Ty Philip Eigert. Amy Jo Kelly, cum laude. Megan Kateria Kong. Paul J. Klosterman, summa cum laude. Neil Adam Cramper, cum laude. Ryan Norman Lazaroff. Stacy E. Marks. Danny Jamae McDaniel. Megan Rose Mittendorf, cum laude. Rachel L. Miwa. Jeffrey Lewis Newman. Emily Jo Nobis, cum laude. Hillary Lee Paulus, cum laude. Heather Rose Randall. Eric Michael Richter. Agnes M. Ryback, cum laude. Marissa R. Schmid. Melissa M. Schnelt. Nicholas Allen Torito. Ryan Christopher Tervier. Amanda Renee Walsh. Megan Sarah Wygant, summa cum laude. Loretta Ann Williams. Chelsea Brianne Withers. Adam Michael Woods. Andrea L. Yates. Jean Chong, summa cum laude. Kevin Christopher Carricker, magna cum laude.
It is now my pleasure to welcome to the podium Mr. S.J. Morrison, President of the SIUE Alumni Association Board of Directors.
Good evening. You're not going to believe this, but I had one joke, and it was about Jean-Claude Van Damme. So I guess I'll save it. It's my privilege to congratulate you on your graduation today and officially welcome you into the SIUE Alumni Association. Your years of hard work and study have paid off. You are now joining a network of more than 93,000 individuals who proudly claim SIUE as their alma mater. Went fast, didn't it? Seems like just yesterday you were on that STAR tour, dodging the geese, walking around, checking this place out, trying to decide if it was a good fit for you. And now here you are, graduation day. And SIUE is a critical part of your story now, just like it's a critical part of mine. We learned here. We built lifelong relationships here. We changed here in ways that we might not have predicted. SIUE has helped shape who we are. And regardless of where you land in life, this wonderful university, nestled in the hills and hollows along the old Mississippi River bluffs, will always be home. And that's why I'm here on a Friday night. As an alumni association, we have three primary objectives: to help alumni, to help students, and to help SIUE. And that's what we intend to do. So today, class of 2013, you are now officially members of the SIUE Alumni Association. You now have access to career services, lifelong learning opportunities, social and networking events, access to the services our university offers, and of course, that link to those 93,000 fellow alumni. That's quite a network. And although there are no caveats to this free membership, I challenge you to get involved, to take advantage of what you have earned, and to help the next generation of graduates through volunteering, mentoring, and supporting your alma mater. In the meantime, best wishes on the next chapter of your story, and remember that SIUE will always be home. Congratulations, and welcome to the SIUE Alumni Association.
Thank you, Mr. Morrison. Ladies and gentlemen of the audience, let's at this time give our graduates one final round of applause. On behalf of the university, I wish to thank Emily Otwine for her fine musical presentation today. Thank you also to the Army ROTC for the presentation of colors, for making the commencement program available to those who are deaf or hearing impaired. Thank you to our interpreters, Ms. Susan Macbeth and Ms. Brittany McKay. At this time, please rise and join us in singing both verses of the alma mater, Hail SIUE, led by Emily Otwine. The lyrics are printed on the back cover of your program. Following the alma mater, please be seated and remain seated until the platform party, faculty, and staff, and the graduates have left the arena. Best wishes to each of you. Don't party too hardy tonight. We hope you will return and visit us often.